Yes, indeed. Merry Christmas, everyone. One of our Christmas specials celebrating right here, Bladtcast 667, our very merry 6-7 Christmas spectacular. And if the word spectacular is in the title, there is only one person who I want to be looking at on the screen, and that is, of course, the great William J. Sterling underscore. Great, although I guess the J is not in there, but
No, just Will
it's
Sterling underscore.
it's
Yeah.
there in real life though. The
Yeah.
J. Yeah.
Yes. I've got my Christmas PJs on and everything. I'm ready.
I've got a Die Hard shirt,
For
so
Santa.
obviously I'm ready.
My
But
lights behind me, ready to go.
yeah. Oh my gosh. So thank you for taking the time to sit down for more Bladtcast fun, because when I think Christmas, I do always think of Will Sterling. We've talked about Joy to the World Day, where
That's right.
Christmas music November 1st is ready to go, and I've told you that my son Felix is very much aware of this,
I love it.
and he'll even ask on that day. And then there's like a little bit of deliberation as to what the first Christmas song on Joy to the World Day can be. But
Does it change every year? Is there a fan favorite?
yeah, no,
No.
it changes every year.
Okay.
Yeah. But keeping in mind, the kids, as it were, we're celebrating Christmas, and this is Bladtcast number 667. So
Wow.
the only way that I thought we could do that is have a very, and I do mean very, 6-7 Christmas. And you might be saying, well, this is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, just wait, because I have production for this.
It's a very 6-7 Christmas, the most expensive time of the year. Crappy gifts all from China, drain the bank account to zero. It's a very 6-7 Christmas, the gayest time of the year.
The gayest.
Listen to
Well,
Bladtcast and set your Christmas tree on fire.
So
Wow.
that is from Doug in the Jingles department over at Who Are These Broadcasts? Sorry, well, Who Are These Podcasts? He does it for all the shows there. And I did segment very much like this one with mostly the same clips. And the Doug's great, because I'll be like, hey, I've got kind of a dumb idea for some production. And he usually jumps at it. And this was no exception. And
I love that the song is intercut with like action movie sound effects or whatever that was.
well, yeah, it's there at the end. And
Yeah.
I had to make an edit for this version, and you and I talked over it, but that's because prior to that, they talked about how it's like a gay old time, like
Sure.
Flintstones. So it's like a holiday. There's a Sirius XM Christmas channel called Holiday Traditions,
Okay.
which we never listen to because it's all the old, slow, boring songs.
You
They
never.
all
What do you mean? Those are the best ones.
No. We like Holly, which is upbeat. We don't listen to the ones that sound like this.
Like Bing Crosby and stuff.
It's a
you
very
know, upbeat.
6-7 Christmas.
That's right,
the
we're playing
most
it a second time.
expensive time of the year.
Talked over.
Crappy gifts all from China, drain the bank account to zero. It's a very 6-7 Christmas, the gayest time of the year. Listen to
The Bladtcast
and set your Christmas tree on fire.
The action movie sounds is really just how he gets out of it.
I see. Okay.
Most of the jingles end that way. Yeah, so I just dropped in the Bladtcast because they may have said the name of the other show in the earlier one.
So they also talked about a 6-7.
Well, I did. Yeah, I talked. I made poor Don Jameson sit through a conversation on 6-7, but I thought it was important. And look, the fact that we got to Bladtcast 667 at this time, it couldn't be ignored. And I think there's a lot of ways to talk about it. And there are definitely people in our audience, aka Bladtcast Nation, who don't really know what 6-7 is. And the best part of 6-7, Nobody really knows.
That's my favorite thing about it is that it's remained this
6-7.
Yeah.
And it means like kind of like, oh, whatever.
It's like mid.
Yeah. So I have this image. This is my buddy Matthew Milligan, who is part of the band Wheatus. And I've been a number of times on the Weird Algorithm podcast that he co-hosts with Matt Kelly from Geekscape. And he was on a flight. And I saw this morning. So I grabbed this. A child just did 6-7 right in my face while boarding. He's ready to go home because he does indeed have seat number 67. Oh. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to see. There's a little bit of a common thread here. Now, have you run into much 6-7ing in your life, Will?
A little bit. My nieces are 9 and 5. And I had my sister try to kind of explain it. And the 5-year-old was just like 6-7, like just kept saying it. Well, and so I kept asking them, like, what does it mean? And they were like 6-7. They just kept repeating. And I was like, okay, I think that this is more about the fact that somehow they know what it is, even though there's not really a meaning. Although I do think that it probably originated as like my theory is 6-7, like being like, that's pretty mid-level. It's like not great, but it's not horrible. It's like, like you said, it's whatever.
I think it comes from a song, which we won't play, but I don't even think that they're using it from the context from the song. It's just somebody heard it and then they just said 6-7. Now we're going to see the tide turn against 6-7, but this is from local news here in Southern California. A school was celebrating the 67th day of the school year.
The 7th day of school here at Chaparral Elementary School, and these kiddos are all pumped up because of
6-7.
Many of the students and even teachers sporting shirts blazing with 6-7. All of the schools in the Claremont Unified School Districts joining the 6-7 fun. In math class at Chaparral Elementary, all the equations adding up to 67, or as the students say, 6-7.
So right there, that makes it easy to kind of phone in your schoolwork for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, all of the answers are 67?
67, yeah.
This is great. All right, yeah, so we're going to do this.
It's always funny to me when like adults and news and other kind of things like get in on a trend to like talk about it to other people. Like nothing sounds more uncool than the news report. Like we're here at an elementary school. It's 6-7 day. Anyway, nobody fucking knows what it means, but we're talking about it, and the kids say they know what I mean. I don't believe them. I don't believe little shits.
You're going to really enjoy the way that this resolves, the way this clip ends.
Ask them a question, and there's only one answer.
What's the answer?
6-7.
During the lunch hour, students playing all sorts of games which center on 6-7. The term 6-7 became a popular saying among kids nationwide, primarily due to its use in social media trends or viral videos where numbers or phrases catch on as catchy or humorous expressions.
I like how he explains how trends happen.
Yeah. It catches on as catchy, Christian.
Things catch on as catcy.
Humorous expression.
Yeah, but this is pretty much what my life sounds like, the way that every time someone says 6-7.
So that's kind of a 6-7 motion?
Yeah.
What does 6-7 mean?
Well, I guess it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a funny joke to do.
So, and look, we are all about positivity here. She's a very sweet little girl, but I do have to ask, do you think she smokes Parliament Unfiltered, or how did she get that voice?
I was also thinking, I was like, man, this kid's got a weird raspy voice. Maybe she's getting over a cold or the flu or something.
Or does she have what RFK Jr. has? The thing about 6-7 is, which is kind of like Katharine Hepburn. Come on over here, you old poop.
That's just shaky old person voice.
Yeah, but this 6-7-year-old girl has it.
Like 6-7. It's a kid thing, not an adult thing.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop talking about it, News.
Yeah.
It's not an adult thing.
But News is here, and he's like, all right.
Yeah.
6-7.
Immediately after they caught those kids are like, that guy sucks. That guy's 6-7 for sure.
I mean, their text thread is all about
how much that guy sucks. Yeah.
Again, there are those out there who have fun with 6-7. This is a women's college basketball game where the score was 65. The one team had 65, and they're about to have 2 free throws. And the thing that I have to point out, especially for our visual audience who can see, the other team has 13.
I was going to say that's
yeah.
Only one of those teams is going to get to 67. It appears
they missed a couple extra points, as they like to say. So, all right. So the score is 65. There are 2 free throws. Let's head on down to the court for the action.
So Gold will head to the line. Makes her first.
Oh my God, 66.
The kids really want this next basket, Jonathan. Oh, I understand.
Jonathan.
And makes the second. And there you go. You got to do it. Kids are, I mean, why not, right? Why not? What an atmosphere.
Do you find yourself as a parent now, like learning about some of these things from your children? Do you want to participate the way that these adults try to participate or talk about or comment? Or do you just kind of be like, you know what? It's not for me. I don't get it. I'm not in it. I'm just going to be cool and be like, yeah, whatever you want. And not try to be the hit parent.
Well, yeah, we'll get to a point where there are some who are really trying to, crack down on 6-7. I think in general, it seems fairly harmless. It's stupid, but it seems fairly harmless. And I embrace it. Look, I will definitely go for a cheap laugh when I realize that the numbers 6 and 7 are about to be, appropriate in a conversation, or if I notice, we get home and we've turned the heat on and we're like, oh, it's 66 degrees there, and I'm going to look over there when it gets up to 6-7. So yeah, I mean, I'll participate, but you'll be spending some time with your you have a niece and a nephew, or
no, two nieces.
So there'll probably be some 6-7 talk around the old 6-7 tree, right?
I imagine so. Although I saw them last weekend and we had no 6-7 talk.
Well,
so
I don't know. It should have been the 6th and 7th day of Christmas when
they
you
live
saw
in
them.
That's true. They live in a very small part of New Jersey. Then their school is not. There's enough kids in the school, but it's not like they don't live in like Jersey City. They live in
right. Sure.
Deep,
I'm
deep South Jersey.
Yeah, I've got family down there. I'm familiar with the Garden State. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
you're in it's like Wawa country. Yeah, where you're talking.
Big time Wawa country. Wawa, right? Walking distance, right around the house. That is the place that we'll go if we want to.
Some would say that's God's country. Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, I mean, so you can talk about 6 geese a laying and 7 swans a swimming. I mean, that's really the only ones that matter in there.
Yeah.
So getting in on the fun, celebrating it at one point was the delightful In-N-Out burger, which they do not have in South Jersey. But, you lived for your life in California. Yeah, that's true. So the employees realized that, they take your order number.
Yeah.
So it is 64, 65. Okay, people are starting to gather around. They're getting excited. Order number 66, which does not mean kill all the Jedi. It means your double-double is almost ready. Thank you.
That would be that's your meme. You got to make that meme where you have a bunch of people waiting, a bunch of Jedis waiting around for order number 67. They're like going like this, and then they call order number 66, and then someone just kills all the people.
Or is it just like Anakin's got his lightsaber behind his back? His order 65, and he's like, all right. And then he gets ready to descend on the Jedi Temple, which is really the scene at an In-N-Out burger.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's one instance. Here's another one. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Well,
just the crowd at the In-N-Out burger really losing it for 6-7. There's really a lot of people in that In-N-Out. Like they went in there to wait for the number to be called.
But imagine sitting at a table like off screen with your kids, and your kids are not 6-7 age, and you just want to enjoy a meal.
Yeah.
And this is going
6-7. Yes, number 6-7.
Like people scoring points at a different basketball game. It's like the
By the
same
way,
amount of people.
Ladastro, thank you for coming in the chat. I say 6-7 is a reaction to a dad joke. Why is 6 afraid of 7? because, as we all know, Will, 7, 8, 9. Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, I think we all know that. That's
His guess is as good as anybody's. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the suits, the corporate office over there at In-N-Out Burger, decided that people were having just a little too much fun.
Being in and out of favor.
This is a terrible setup to the story. Now, I'm not going to blame, I think that's Michelle Hughezy. I'm not going to blame her. It's on the prompter, but you could have thought twice before.
Not joke writers. The other known for great joke writing there on the local news.
Talk about being in and out of favor. The fast food chain has kicked 67 out of its order system.
According to People magazine, what happened was they removed the number from its order tickets because of the viral 6-7 trend. The company says, well, here's what's happened. Teens would wait around just to hear 67 called, and then they jump into unruly 6-7 celebrations.
Now, we just watched that. They seemed, yes, they were loud, but it's not like they were flipping tables over.
No.
Like, oh, I'm going to pour my Dr. Pepper on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to smash ketchup packets. It seemed like it was relatively controlled and just kids being kids, Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
pretty
so.
much ruining it for everyone in the restaurant. Employees confirm it's been gone for about a month. So what happens is orders are called. The order system jumps straight from 66 to 68, like 6-7 never existed.
What about 69?
well,
They still keeping that one?
no, I'm glad.
How come no adults are cheering for 69 anymore, Christian?
Well, by the way, I still am. And
Yes.
that's what I was actually going to say. I was already with this, that I wanted to point out that in a few years, hopefully a respectful number of years, because these are fairly young kids, but they're going to understand that they are 2 away from literally the funniest number known to humanity.
69, dudes!
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, what's funnier than that?
No,
I'll tell you.
nothing. Yeah, exactly. Literally nothing. And it's cool because 69 was like a thing that continued for many, many generations. I bet you 6-7 dies out in the next year.
Oh, yeah. I'm billing this as our first, last, and only 6-7 Christmas.
Yeah.
I won't even remember why we did it. By the way, 2 episodes from now, look out.
That's right.
We got
69,
some shit going on. I don't even know what it's going to be. Like, nobody knows what it's going to be. But all you can be sure of is that, when the episode starts, you're going to hear this.
69, dudes!
Every time I see that, I'm reminded, oh yeah, I never watched that third Bill and Ted that came out during the pandemic with the kids. No, I wanted to see it.
I don't remember it very
Pizza's 33. Pizza. Did I miss the explanation of where the 6-7 came from? No, I mean, it's from a song, but that has so little to do with...
you keep saying that, so I'm like, it sounds like that's not the reason. You keep saying it's from a song, but then you say that, they're not doing it the way the song is doing it. So I'm like, then it sounds like the song is not the inspiration.
Well, the song's by Skrilla, and it's called Doot Doot. And if we were doing this the old-fashioned way, where this was basically a radio show.
We're here. Hi, the song is for you're the news reporter now. It's Skrilla called Doot Doot. Apparently, the kids are really.
The reference comes from Skrilla's Doot Doot. Yeah. So I would play it and we would talk about it, but this is YouTube, so I can't. I had to silence an audio track in episode 666 because I flew too close to the sun. I know I can't play music, and yet every once in a while I still do.
If you play music, it flags the episode.
It depends on who owns the copyright on it.
Okay.
I own the Very 6-7 Christmas, although technically Doug from the Jingles department owns it, but I commissioned it. So, all right, but let's see a little bit more about the tide turning against 6-7.
Saying the word 6-7 anymore. If you do, you have to write a 67-word essay.
This is a teacher.
Child's play.
Miss Teacher, Mom 37. I mean, a 67-word essay. I mean, back in the day, I was like, that's all you want? Is only. I mean, it's like, once you say the word 6-7 is bad because it is annoying. That's already 57 words left. That's it. That's all you need. And I don't know, does my name count? Because then, that's 55 words. So this is a teacher who's not having it.
Some schools even banning the phrase in classrooms.
You are no longer allowed to say, what number do you think I'm going to say?
7. And that teacher's just not having fun. She's like,
I'm going to fucking shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not the joke to make. I just cut myself off because I was like,
no,
nope,
right.
we're talking about school.
That's all right. No, it's fine. You know, there's far worse examples of that, but I know what you're saying. It's basically, it's like she's setting them up so she can go detention for you, and you. It's like, what number can you not say? Well, you know you can't say it, so you shouldn't have just said it.
Caitlin Soriano is a 7th grade math teacher.
How much are you hearing and seeing 6, 7 in your classroom?
All day.
So,
she looks like she's lost it.
Yeah,
she's like
totally lost it. By the way, this for our visual audience, this teacher talking to this Today Show reporter, the Today Show reporter actually looks like the AI version of this teacher.
I would say that the reporter's the 8-9 version of the 6-7 teacher.
Yes, I think you might be onto something with that. Let's let them finish though.
Every day. It is nonstop throughout my class, the hallways, the cafeterias.
She says she banned the term last year after it became distracting for students. But now she and other teachers are leaning in.
And we hope that if it is embarrassing enough for the adults to be doing it, that maybe they stop.
Yeah. Well, that's what the hope is that maybe they stop. And I don't know that it really works, but there is something to be said for if you want something to go away, have the corniest people you know embrace it, aka your parents. Exactly. Or if you want to take it a step further, you want Joe Buck and Troy Aikman to embrace it.
Everybody, I'm Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. They come in with a record of 6-7. 6-7. And
you think
Aikman
Troy really enjoyed that conversation?
He just laughed, obligatory laugh. He was like,
Joe was looking at me like he needed to laugh. I having a laugh.
Look at it. I didn't realize Aikman's face is just like too much Botox. What's going on there? Maybe it's just the freeze frame?
I think too much. Well, it might be the freeze frame. I can let him move it a little bit more. No.
Yeah,
it's the one eye. It's a little strokey. So you probably don't want to make fun.
No.
So
he's no Brett Favre.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So that is our look at 6-7. I think it's pretty much over when Joe Buck and Troy Aikman embrace something. It's pretty much over. But Will, I'm going to expect an update just in case if you're spending Christmas with your nieces, if it does indeed come up.
I want to see if it comes up organically. I don't want.
No. Don't bring it up. Don't be like, hey, have you seen these videos of the order at In-N-Out Burger, which is basically like a Wawa where they don't.
They know they go to California to visit other family, and things often enough. They know In-N-Out Burger very well.
These are your sister's kids, of course. They go to California.
Yeah.
I want to bring in for a variety of topics, but for the international flair, I'm going to bring in someone who's identified as Bill Clay. Here in and it is the great Adam Hughezy, the H-Man Hughes. Hughezy, this is my friend Will Sterling. The two of you have never met before, and it may not have been the likeliest pairing for the Bladtcast, but I'm glad that you're both here for Christmas.
Clay. Bill Clay.
Exactly.
Christian, I don't think your mic is fully connected. Are we having a little bit of connection problems?
Was that true? Does my mic sound shite, as you might say?
Sounds onboardy instead of into the micy. No offense.
Yeah, the whole time. So now it sounds good, doesn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so the whole show. So Will, we were checking your mic. And I never checked mine because I did 2 podcasts right before this, and it worked for both of those shows.
Good ear.
Yeah,
I was just like, I guess that's how that mic sounds.
No, it doesn't sound that terrible. So the first half of the episode sounds like that. Hughezy, I want to talk about more pressing things, but I do want to first ask you: has 6-7 crossed all the way over to Ireland, or do you just see viral videos of dumb American kids, shrieking about it?
I don't take part in any trends. I've never in my life once typed LOL. Only once I did it racistly, and
well, sir, I guess it meant something. It was you were talking about the Queen, probably. It was derogatory to the Queen because you were never a fan. So I forget. I've known you a few years now. I should know that anything that's a trend is not something that you would ever want to have any part of. So it was a dumb question, wasn't it?
Never. But now you're missing the opportunity when you don't know what to say to people and to get them to go away and to end a chat. You just write LOL, and then that just kind of kills the conversation.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm a big fan of the emoji, like the thumbs up, which is the polite way of saying, "Yeah, I'm done."
I'm done.
Yeah, no, the thumbs up is basically the middle finger.
It's
true.
Yeah, it's basically whether they say, "Oh, bad news! I turns out I have cancer." I just go.
You like this message, yeah. And that's like, what?
Like, that's terrible. But I haven't had lunch yet, so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm all confused. But Hughezy, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is a movie that all three of us are actually fans of. Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. And I saw this theatrically. I was very excited for this.
Same.
I enjoyed Harold and Kumar. I did see it in 3D. Yeah. But Hughezy, the last time you watched this, where did you see it?
Well, I would hopefully you can edit this part out of the podcast version because it's private information. But I have a surround sound 4K home cinema that is 7 foot tall and 9 foot wide, and in my house, I could literally run into my home cinema by the time we get to 27 minutes into this episode.
Yeah. Well, and all the audio is hooked up properly in the home cinema as opposed to on this show that I've been doing for 13 years. So what was the moment where you were like, do you watch it every Christmas, or you were like, no, this is the year where I have to watch Very Harold and Kumar Christmas again?
I see it. I tend to watch it maybe every third Christmas. I saw this in the cinema when it came out in 3D, which up until last weekend, when I went to see the new Avatar, was the greatest 3D I'd ever seen, legitimately.
Wow.
Because the 3D in Harold and Kumar, it was done for comedic values, like the great joke of, you need to get a 3D TV, it's great.
Yeah.
And just that was... I loved it for that, and I loved it for the fact that it was me and a group of friends who, that's right, got a little wasted before we went to see it. So we get into the cinema, and it's only us four in there.
Oh, wow.
So we could be as obnoxious as we wanted, and we were, don't you believe me? And just seeing that with the 3D and the Christmas songs, I really do love this film, but I have to say, I don't know if I love the film or the memory of going to see it, because there's parts in it that are like, are we live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube.
Well, I'll not say the word then, but there's like Neil Patrick Harris at one point literally tries to attack a woman in his dressing room, and you go, this is a Christmas comedy, like they literally interrupted a grape.
It's the baby it's cold outside moment of the film, I guess. It's it's how I guess you have to look at it. I know what you're saying, not so much about this movie, but there are so many times where you're like, oh yeah, what I love is the memory of seeing that movie. Now there are so many movies that are great and they stand up to the test of time, but then there's other movies, Will, from our childhood that you do see. Not that our childhood was at the same time, but we were both 6, 7 at one point. So obviously we can have some of those memories, and then you go and you see it or you watch it again and you're like, what was it about this movie that I liked? Will, how many times did you see Star Wars The Phantom Menace in the theater?
Oh, 8.
Yeah. And if it were to be back in theaters sometime this year, how many times would you see it again?
0.
Oh, okay. So
I think it's been back in theaters many times since then, and I have never gone back. Although I haven't seen those movies in a very, very long time, so like it could be worth just like, oh, I remember these movies. But
I'm the same way, Will, with Halloween Kills, the second of the new trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean Evil Dies Tonight?
Oh yeah, great acting.
We talked a lot about that on this show.
Great writing, great everything.
Yeah, but on that one, it was not to get political, but the lockdown over here at the time was super strict up until 2022.
Okay.
So there was almost like a curfew So if you were to leave the house, like you had to do whatever you could in this time period, or it's back to being stuck indoors. So that day I went to see Venom 2, which
You saw all the classics on the same
all
day.
the classic
Hughezy?
second parts of
and I hated Venom 2 so much that I was like, I'm not going home
with that in your
miserable.
mouth.
So because of that, I went to see Halloween Kills, and I absolutely loved it.
Oh,
wow.
Well, all right. To be fair, I hadn't just watched Woody Harrelson as Carnage when I saw it. If I had seen that like less than an hour beforehand, I might have felt a little bit differently. It still was not. Evil did not die that night. That's the problem.
Careers did.
Hit the like button. See, I said it. Yes, please like, subscribe, smash that like button, everybody.
Smash that.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
Yeah, and but the thing about the Halloween franchise is that just every time they make another movie, it just only gets better. They just keep adding to perfection. There are definitely, it's like movies, but also like TV series, especially if you watch it as a kid. I mean, I remember when I first had Netflix and I was like, oh my God, they have the Voltron TV movie that I missed as a kid, where the Lion Voltron and the car vehicle Voltron meet and interact. I watched 2.5 minutes of it. I'm like, I wanted to see this my whole life. I cannot watch even 3 minutes of it. This is unwatchable.
I'm the same. I was a huge wrestling fan growing up. And you think of the glory days of, Stone Cold and all this stuff. But now you watch it back and it's just a grown adult going, I want beer. And everybody going, yeah, beer. And it's like,
that's it? Steve, we also want beer. So,
What's funny is that like the amount of adult fans for wrestling that still remain, like just it's
But you know what I love about it, Will, and I'm sure you would. You seem younger than me, which is infuriating. But it's like
we'll see.
Yeah, but I knew I was starting to mature when the Twilights were coming out.
Oh no!
And you would get people going, "Oh, those stupid fucking Twilight films! How are these idiots into this?" By the way, my Blu-ray for the Expendables arrived today.
Well, the first Expendables,
before it sold out.
Right. By Expendables 4, I think they had lost the thread just a little bit. And I think. Look, there is the idea of the nostalgia obviously goes such a long way. A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas was obviously capitalizing on that. But even at this point, that is how many years ago was that? It's 2011. So it's, 14 years ago. So even that, which Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle was 20 years ago. So even the movie that cashed in on the nostalgia of the first one, we've got the nostalgia for that because of when you saw it. But I just remember they had fun with it. Although I don't like movies where characters come back together and like they haven't been friends for a while and they haven't talked. Hughezy, we recently did an episode on your channel about Kevin Smith, and I could never tell if Dante and Randall from Clerks like loved each other or if they absolutely hated each other because of the very complicated dynamic. And then spoiler, poor Dante. That's all I'll say.
Oh, I've still not seen Clerks 3.
That's why I said spoiler. So,
Okay.
Will, you seem like a nice, happy person. And if you watch Clerks 3, you won't.
Is
it really that bad?
Yeah, I would recommend seeing the 420. No, not that's a joke. Like the 430 movie. The 420 movie would be something he would have made a couple decades ago. That's a very sweet movie that he made. Was the 430 movie?
I remember Clerks 2 was funny.
Clerks 2 is great. I think. But anyway, go find that over at Hughezy Entertainment. Hughezy. I think I spelled it right. Probably.
Well, I'm audibly dyslexic, so I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, I did leave out one of the H's. Will, when was the last time you saw Harold and Kumar Christmas?
The Christmas? Yeah. I used to watch it every year religiously, and so now it's probably been since 2017, 18, somewhere in there. Or maybe I watched it in the lockdown Christmas. I might have. I don't know. Honestly, I was drinking a lot back then, so everything is kind of a blur. But it has not.
Hughezy, that doesn't sound familiar, does it?
Well, apart from about 20 hours ago, no.
Okay.
It's been at least 4 or 5 years that I can remember.
Yeah. But obviously, it still had, there's the charm there for it, of course. And the thing about, I probably only rewatched it the one time because I enjoyed the 3D aspect of it so much. And I don't have a 3D television in my home cinema. I don't know if anybody on the stream does, but so I don't get to enjoy 3D other than when I see the movie the first time. But I mean, I just remember I went with my wife. Yeah, what do you think about that? She was excited for
humble brag.
We were supposed to go to a pop-up White Castle in Los Angeles for our first date. However, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle had just let's say financially it wasn't successful theatrically. It was in the home video physical media release. So the pop-up White Castle was already closed. So we didn't actually get to go there. But
I remember I convinced my grandma to take me to see Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle before I was to an R-rated movie.
Nice.
And I was
Did she enjoy it?
She did not see it. She just dropped me off and bought me the ticket.
So every summer I would stay with my grandparents for a week, and my grandfather worked nights, so my grandmother would take me to a movie. And some years she loved the movie that we saw, like in 1985 when we saw Back to the Future. What she didn't like was in 1984 when she took me to see Gremlins, and what she hated was in 1986 when we went to see Labyrinth. I think she might have stopped taking me to movies after that. But I was like, it's a George Lucas movie. It couldn't be bad.
Yeah.
It was a different time, kids.
Got a thing against puppets, clearly.
What is for you, Hughezy, what is the moment that you're like gearing up for on a rewatch of Harold and Kumar? Is there one in particular, or it's just a general I'm just glad I'm rewatching this?
Well, one of the things about Harold and Kumar is that I know it sounds corny to take it this seriously, but you can completely relate to the characters because it's both sides of my personality, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Whereas like last night was the first time I've gotten stoned in years, maybe, and I was completely fucked. Yesterday I was like Harold, when generally I'm like Kumar. Like I didn't even do this ironically. In the film, Harold keeps talking about Wu-Tang Clan, and I've got my Wu-Tang Christmas sweater on. I didn't even mean to do that. I just love those chaps.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But for me, speaking of Wu-Tang, RZA is in it, and they do that great thing where they play the gay couple who owns the Christmas tree farm. So they take turns. What do you call it? Doing race guilting people into buying. So one of them will play like a stereotype Bill Cosby, while another one's a total stereotype rapper, and they switch just to fuck with people. And I think that bit, I remember seeing that in the cinema, high as a kite, and I just thought that was hilarious. The irony though, and then of course the 3D part of Danny Trejo coming on a Christmas tree. Who doesn't want to see that in 3D? Hey, Mom.
And hi to my mom as well. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can squeeze in a rewatch this year, but if not, it'll probably be first up next year. So I was excited. Will, do you have any final thoughts on Harold and Kumar Christmas? I know you haven't watched it in about
the controversial Bobby Lee joke, which is although relevant again, given the movie in the 3D, where he says he buys a 3D TV and he talks about it to Harold. That's when he points at the camera and does it's gonna be amazing. But he says it's gonna make Avatar look Avatarded. And I always thought that was, I was like, it's a stretch. Like you really bent over backward to make like an inappropriate joke out of that. But that's Bobby Lee's humor, I guess.
That is Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
And
that line always stuck. Although I do love Richard, what's his name, as Santa Claus. I like swearing angry bloody Santa. And the whole Russian mobster side story with Elias Koteas as the
Well,
as the mob boss father.
If you like
Who's
stories,
Casey Jones in the original Ninja Turtles.
Oh, of course. If you like stories with the Russian mob, you should check out Burt Kreischer's The Machine.
I did see that.
Where Mark Hamill plays his dad.
I saw that. Yeah.
The other thing
in the theater, yeah.
I saw it in theater too. It was unbelievable how bad that was. What were you going to say, Hughezy?
But the other thing about the making of Harold and Kumar, this third one that was so interesting is that this was supposed to come out years earlier, but Kumar Kal Penn worked for Obama.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And now there's talk of a fourth one, which is interesting because in real life, Kal Penn came out and is now married.
Oh.
So what are they going to joke about in Harold and Kumar 4?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing in the first 2 and 3 is like, dude, you're totally gay.
Yeah,
this is an old joke. Yeah, that was an old joke.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know that
this happened.
Yeah.
That could actually be the name of the film, Harold and Kumar 4. Harold and Kumar get totally gay. Totally woke and gay.
Actually,
I think
sounds like a great title.
Yeah, I'd go see it.
Yeah, well, everybody check out Very Harold and Kumar Christmas if they can. Go ahead.
Harold and Kumar get totally woke and gay in the 4DX.
Oh, there you go.
Where the chair shakes and
farts, burps, piss.
But how gay can we really make it? Can it be like glitter shoots out and like a perfume of drag queens sprays and fills the room? Like what other kind of sensory like queer experiences can we incorporate into Harold and Kumar 4DX? Totally, what was it? Totally
woke and gay.
Totally woke and gay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What about a pyramid of drag queens shitting?
Oh,
sure. And everyone just and the shit flies in 3D and we just have a great time. And then somebody turns up and says, "I like Nickelback."
Well, there's only one thing that sounds better than this, and of course,
69 dudes.
That's right.
Just want to be able to go back to that. Let's talk a little bit about last year. I did an entire lengthy episode about how and why, of course, Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it is a tired, trite. It's a boring,
very tired,
but I had to have it because
is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie to you?
Yes. Yeah. And Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Because it's set at Christmas, and it's just there was a brief moment in time where it was my least favorite Die Hard movie, but then they made 4 and 5. Although Hughezy, I know you call Die Hard 4 the good one, right?
I like Die Hard 4, except for the fact that it's now gone. Well, there were always blockbusters, but they've now excuse me, but they've now gone into superhero mode where John McClane doesn't get hurt anymore.
Yeah.
Like in the first one, he literally cries because he has like an anxiety issue about the fact that he's so beaten up over the course of the stay and he may not see his wife again. Where now in the fourth one, he's hanging off a fucking fighter jet.
Yeah.
So the thing about this movie, and Will, you and myself and our buddy Jeff DeRay, we all got together at my house and we live tweeted this when that seemed like a thing to do.
Yeah.
And I realized that this movie I don't like as much. There are worse Die Hard movies, but this one I think it falls into the problem of American Pie 2, where it's like, oh, let's put all the same people back in a movie together, whether they make sense or not.
Yeah.
And you didn't need, I mean, you can argue whether or not his wife needed to be in the movie, but we certainly didn't need the TV reporter, and we really didn't need Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yes, we did, Christian.
On the phone.
Don't you dare say that.
No, we didn't. I'm not saying we didn't need.
Come on.
Thanks, Kamala.
We really needed the naked. That's woke and gay is now stuck in my head, and I'm like, let's make Die Hard 6 woke and gay. The naked guy doing Tai Chi or whatever the fuck.
I forgot about that.
That's exactly how I fight. When I was a boxer, you used to call me Adam the bottomless kid Hughes.
Well, I felt like that had nothing to do with the boxing, but maybe I'm wrong. But
I would also
go ahead.
Say that's a great self-defense tip for anyone out there, that if you're about to be attacked, drop your trousers and get your penis out, and no one will come near you and go, "Yeah, that's right, motherfucker."
It's actually there are worse ideas. Now, Hughezy, I know you just rewatched this earlier today, so you have it fresh in your mind, and I wanted to give you a chance to talk about Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Well, it's ironic you used to say the Die Harder, because when I was a kid, I loved Bruce Willis so much, specifically Die Hard 1 to 3, that I legitimately was, I'm not even joking, you, sexually confused for a long time in my life, because I'm like, listen, I'm not gay, but I love him.
Sure.
And John McClane is the coolest fucking guy. He gets beat up, yet he gets back up, and he doesn't kick everybody's head in, but he's not afraid of anyone, and he's got lovely green eyes, and you see his penis in The Color of Night. What? But yeah, which I have tattooed on my chest. But the thing is, what was the question? Did you call me gay?
No. I would, and it would be fine if I called you gay and it was accurate, But what I wanted to know is if you had some thoughts about this movie in particular, having just watched it earlier today.
Well, the thing, I think the problem with Die Hard 2 is that for a long time, there was just the general consensus by the public, if that's even the right word, that all sequels are bad and the original is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even go as far as to say the best Die Hard film is Die Hard 3.
I agree. Well,
a lot of people would agree with you.
I love the first one, but the third one I will always say is great because it was a script just called Simon Says, and then they adapted it into a Die Hard movie. This was, how do we take Die Hard and stuff it into an airport? And I think that's the mistake.
Yeah.
But I have to say that while Die Hard 2 is one of the most shockingly plot hole ridden films ever made, I love it. There are parts in it where like the sequel talk and the amount of times McClane speaks to himself is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like where it's like they did where it was like, another basement, another thing, how can the same shit happen to the same guy twice? Yeah. It's like the brilliant Ben Stiller sketch where they did the trailer for Die Hard 12. He goes, how can the same shit happen to the same guy 12 times?
Yeah, which I do think that he was representing us when he said that, because even like so excited to see that movie when it came out as a kid, I'm just like, yeah, really, this is all happening to him again, kind of not entirely dissimilar, just amped up a little bit, which I guess this was also based on a book, but they decided to make it as die-hardy as possible. Will, what are your enduring memories of Die Hard 2? Was it live tweeting it with Jeff and I?
I mean, that's the last time that I saw it. I'd seen it a couple times before then, but I haven't seen it since. So I would say that that's the enduring.
Did we ruin it for you? Is that what happened?
No, it was already. I didn't love it, but I do remember feeling that I saw all those movies as a trilogy kind of like late, and just like thinking in terms of enjoyability, I was like, 2 is not the worst movie ever made. People kind of talked about it like it was like the worst movie ever, and I was like, honestly, it's fun. If you like all these things, it's like Home Alone 2. It's like Home Alone 2 also good, technically just the same movie as Home Alone 1, but you change the variables a little bit to make it feel different, but it has all the same pieces.
Hughezy likes that one the most because of one of the cameos in it.
Yeah, well, not only that, the guy who cares the most, but Home Alone 2 is vastly better than Home Alone 1, and Will, you stink.
Hot take.
That is a hot take. But
yeah,
what if it were the version for television where they cut Donald Trump out?
Did they cut him out of the TV version?
There is a version that has shown that he's not in because they didn't want people to be triggered by it.
The good thing about that is I'm sure he didn't make a big deal out of it at all.
That's true. No, he didn't even notice. Yeah, he just shrugged it off.
That's the thing that I like about Trump the most is he just lets the stress flow off. And he
don't
worry about it.
Yeah. He doesn't slap his name on a building that is honoring a fallen president.
Right.
One of the most tragic moments in our history. So I remember, seeing Die Hard 2 in the theater, and I remember being excited because, his wife, punches Richard Thornburg when he's in the bathroom and he's about to have his big moment and he's going to be on the network. And that was like a fun moment, but I was also uh 13 or 14. So, I think that look, I enjoyed the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie the first time I saw it. Yeah, I said it. It's true. But so much of it didn't need to happen. And I think that one of the things that really helps the third film is that he's estranged from his entire family. And
I was
also
worried
that-
you were going to say the best thing about the third one was the billboard he had to wear.
Yeah. Do you know, by the way, that when they show that on television, there's a different version of that? Have either of you ever seen this?
No.
Yeah, it says subscribe to Compound Media.
It might say that. Now, obviously, Will, we have talked about TV versions of Die Hard. Since maybe even the first episode of this show. Is that likely?
Yeah.
What is our favorite line from the TV version of this film, Will?
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah, and I think that it has the same exact effect as what he says, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And so when you see Die Hard with a Vengeance on TV, not like HBO probably, but what you see is Bruce Willis with a sign. This is literally what it says. It says, "I hate everybody."
Wait, I forget, what does the original sign say?
Well, I hate, and it's the N-word.
Yeah,
right, pluralized. You really
nice.
know, Will.
Yeah, nice try, Will.
Yeah, you really tried to trick me with that one. I was this close.
I don't think I've seen this movie since I was in high school, so I do not remember what that says.
And considering that he was in Harlem, it's an amazing moment of the movie, and that's why Sam Jackson's like, I got to get this guy. This guy's gonna get himself killed.
Yeah.
And that's why he ends up. But so when you see it on television, everyone's reacting to a sign that says, "I hate everybody." And you're like,
yeah,
all right, yes, so do I. I live in New York. I literally hate it. Will, you live in New York now. You probably hate everybody. Yeah.
Of all places.
Yeah. So go out and wear your "I hate everybody" sign and see if anyone even notices that you have a sign that says "I hate everybody."
Yeah.
But that's
opportunity hater.
That's not in the spirit of the season. That sign. Hughezy, what am I missing about Die Hard 2? I've rewatched it. I've tried, even since we live tweeted it, whatever. But I just feel like it pales in comparison to the first one so much, whereas the first one's borderline perfect.
Yeah. Well, the thing. Sorry.
No, you go. He asked you.
No, it's all about you. You love yourself so much.
No, it's true. No.
I'm sorry. I'll just unalive myself tonight because of you, Will. How do you think about that?
No, it's all about Will. No, nobody even sees us now.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking.
Okay,
if he wrote the sitcom, it would be called Will and Will.
I like that.
That's Grace. Yeah, I don't want her around.
Yeah. By the way, sorry. The one pun in the chat says that's my sign. So the one pun hates everybody. At least one pun. I hope you're not talking about the sign in the actual movie, because you might have just tricked me into saying something.
Yeah. You'd love that sign, Christian. It's great.
What were you going to say, Hughezy?
Yeah, no, but I think that that exactly is the problem, that Die Hard 2 is following this beloved classic.
Yeah.
So you're going to be immediately compared. There's my hot take. Get used to more hot takes like that.
Hit the like.
Yeah, hit the like button for more bangers. And but I think that with Die Hard 2, one of the problems, and from just rewatching it, is how everything just so happens to happen. Like Bruce Willis or John McClane just so happens to bump into the general in an airport, and he's thinking, I know, and then John McClane just so happens to see these guys, secretly switching presents under the table, and they just so happen to target his wife's plane.
Yeah.
And all this stuff where it gets silly, where it's like, come on, this is ridiculous. And then all the sequel talk stuff, like if you just edit that part out, like, oh, we're up to our bad guys again this year, John. Like, shut up. And also, I gotta say something. Die Hard 1 is clearly about sex, because his wife has gone off to Hollywood to work in a big business. John wanted her to be a housewife, to stay at home, so that he come home and boner like he owns her.
Okay, yeah, I think
So-
that's probably in the book version.
Is that?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Although actually the book, it's his daughter, so no, the book is not in there. Never mind.
Oh.
So John McClane, I think, has an impotency issue. You can see he's losing his hair. He's every woman that walks past him in Die Hard 1, he's going, "Oh, look at her! Oh, look at her!" Like he's literally walking out of a plane.
Yeah, he's got the
bear.
big teddy bear, and the stewardess is. Yeah, you're right. That's true. There's a lot of sex appeal for old David Addison from Moonlighting. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the two blonde people kissing in the airport lobby, and he's like, "Fucking California," and then I think what makes him frustrated is that him and Holly have been separated forever. She's now Gennaro, a single woman working for Nakatomi. She's out in LA making the big bucks with that guy Ellis. Ellis isn't just going to randomly say to her, "Hey, it's Christmas Eve. Why don't we go away for the night to a hotel and get some champagne?" They've been fucking. And this is LA. So they're doing drugs and they're hooking up and they're getting fucking crazy. Holly Gennaro loves anal. Let's be honest.
That's what you were building towards. By the way, we did see Ellis do cocaine in this film. So
I don't even wait till I get started on that. Ellis knew that he could do coke in Holly's office despite having his own office, because he knew, hey, she's going to come in here and we're probably going to have sex at the Christmas party before we head off to finish this bag and have an even crazier time before she goes home to her stupid kids.
Yeah.
Bruce knew John McClane knew Holly was fucking her, because when John turns up, he immediately is eyeballing him and wants to start shit with him. He could have saved Alice's life, but he's thinking, if they wipe him out, then that means she's free again.
I like that.
He does tell him. He does tell these
Trumpy.
guys. Yeah, that's true. That was a very Trumpy Bruce Willis.
I don't know. Some people say that Holly Gennaro's now. I don't know. I've never slept with anybody, to be honest with you. Well, I've slept with a lot of people, but
You know what they say about Ellis? He's got a huge cock. Huge. It's enormous.
Yeah, I've seen much better and hotter than Holly, but she has big tits and it's Christmas. I'd fuck her. Lucky her.
I can say honestly, I hadn't thought about all of that. That is definitely the hot take from Hughezy. But the next time I watch it, because it is a Christmas movie, I'll be in the back of my head, and then I might be like, you know what, Hughezy's onto something.
Well, speaking of being on something, I've also got to praise the actor that plays Ellis, because his cocaine acting is flawless. Because when you first see him doing it in Holly's office, like, you're not going to be like, "Oh, it hit me immediately." Like he's done a few lines, then he's talking to John. By the end of that scene, it starts kicking in, and he's bragging, he's laughing overly obnoxiously, talking about the watch, and he's starting to like that. You see him then at the party when Hans Gruber turns up, and Hans Gruber's walking through the crowd looking at people, and what's his name? Alice is fucked, and you can see him, like, his jaw's going, and he's like, he's trying to act tough, but he's shitting himself, but he's all drugged up, and his jaw's going. He's like, yeah, there you go. Look at that.
So I guess you've been around people who enjoy cocaine, is what you must have some experience being around people. By the way, that actor's name is I always have to look it up. Hart Bochner, Bochner. I don't know if it's Bochner or Bochner, but either way, the fact that his name is Hart is kind of delightful, I would say.
It is. But then later on in the film, when you see them, all the hostages out in the lobby, you see him sort of like fading away because the stuff's wearing off.
Oh, yeah.
He does another bump, which reboots his highness, which then makes him think, "Hey, Hans, sprechen Sie Deutsch?" So he now thinks, you know what? I'm going to fix this whole thing off the charm of my completely natural personality. And he's thinking, I'm going to do this. We're all going to walk out of here. I'm going to get a lovely free soda. And then he's going to get to bang Holly again.
Yeah. Well, by the way, the one pun says he wasn't acting. And also the one pun says, I want to imagine that the kid Al Powell shot was Urkel.
Yeah.
I think we've all probably imagined that at some point. I think that the beauty of Die Hard is that it is a franchise that should always be celebrated at Christmas time. And perhaps we'll do the same next year. But Hughezy, I appreciate you joining Will and I. I want to give everybody time to get any plugs out there. Hughezy, where can people find you and participate in your annual Griftmas season?
At the Hughezy, Hughezy Entertainment on YouTube. The podcast version is called It's Hughezy Hello. And I'm at the Hughezy on Twitter and Instagram. But I can happily say that I've stopped the Griftmas season as of today. I was meant to record tomorrow with Levy, but everybody is very busy. So the grifting will begin very soon after. So everybody donate, hit the like button, and I will ignore the free chat.
Well, and not me, though. I'll be finding time tomorrow to do our next episode, which will be continuing our Silent Night, Deadly Night series. We are going to talk about part 3. The great Kaylee from Once Over with Kaylee, Lucy Tightbox will be there, but we'll also be joined by Nasty Neil and Nicholas Greystone. We're going to talk about that, but we're also going to talk about the new Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I think is the only one you've seen, Hughezy, is the new one.
Yeah, I'm actually in preparation. I'm going to watch the original so that I can compare it to it, and I'll be watching that tonight, nakeder than Holly Gennaro.
There's part of it that naked might be the way to watch it. Where are you going to watch that? Just on your Apple Watch or?
Well, I can confirm the rumors that I am a massive pussy. I'm a wimp, and I don't like scary films, so I'll be watching that one actually in the house.
Oh,
because monsters can only get you outside. Everybody knows this.
Will, I think you know that as well.
Monsters
Will,
trying to get you outside.
Yeah. Will, it's always great to have you on the show, and hopefully we'll have many, many more opportunities in 2026. What would you like people to look for?
I don't have as many fancy shows, and I wrote a book called Fame by Misadventure, which you can purchase places that books are sold, and I have a movie that I made that's we're still figuring out distribution, but it's called a cell phone movie. It's just did well in some festivals, and that'll be coming this year. But you can check it out on Instagram and follow that for updates if you'd like. And another movie coming soon, but
I've seen it
that's
now.
still
I've seen a cell
TBD.
phone movie.
You have seen a cell phone movie.
I can endorse it now. Before I'm like, I like Will. It's probably pretty good. But I actually
Yeah.
saw it and I enjoyed it. So,
thank you.
And the one pun, Tales from the Crypt and All Through the House. That's a Christmas classic. That is a Christmas classic. Just like Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, starring Dennis Miller, should be watched every Christmas season. As always, like, subscribe to the Bladtcast, BLADTCAST, the audio version, and of course our YouTube channel where we go live at random strange times, so you can always find us there. And 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, the podcast, which can be found everywhere the podcasts are found. I produce it, but I do make money off of it. So please subscribe, listen. It's hosted by Brian Slagle, the CEO of Metal Blade Records. That's all the time for now. We'll continue celebrating Christmas in our next episode, 668, which is nowhere near as fun as the episode that will be following that. I think that episode 669, dude, is going to actually be amazing. But that's all the time. We'll see you next time on the Bladtcast.